Welcome back to Mass Appeal. Don't just follow the trends, set them yourself. And here to show us 10 fashion must-haves for the summer so you can start your own trend. Sweeping Western Massachusetts, we have fashion blogger Nolan Wells. Nolan, the top 10, we're starting in reverse order.
Yes, we are.
5, so later in the show you gotta stick around for the last 5. Number 10 is black and white combinations.
Black and white, and it's not all at once. So we can do an all black look with a great pair of white heels or white shoes.
Yeah?
Or then mix it up with an all black look and a white blazer. But I think black and white together is one of this summer's best trends.
So we're looking at it right now. You're right, that is pretty cool.
Yeah, and they do it in so many different ways, patterns and solids, and I think just mixing the two colors together, you look you're setting a trend, you look really vibrant, you're out there, and I just think it looks so fresh for the summer.
It does look fresh. It's like classic and fresh. And speaking of classic and fresh, pastels are also in.
Pastels can be done great and then done not so great. I think you have to really find a pastel color that's good for you. And I think don't be nervous to try different options with shorts and skirts, and then mixing fabrics into the pastel colors I think is really important as well.
That's a great point. I know we were talking to some fashion people a couple months back and they said yellow is hot right now.
Yellow's really hot.
But for me, like, I can't rock yellow, so I'm not going to wear yellow.
No, but maybe a light blue or a light pink might work nice.
So you need to find the color that works for you.
Find your color.
And that's a great time you work with a stylist or you work with a knowledgeable friend and they can turn you on to what colors might work for you. Next up, statement jewelry. Now,
statement jewelry.
What is a statement when it comes to jewelry?
I think statement is stacking. It's having a group of pieces on you that's really just eye-catching and bold. When I think statement jewelry, I would think styling in a shoot like this, and it's really bold and it's a lot. But I see this more and more in like street style, everyday people rocking really thick, chunky pieces like this and then setting a statement.
So it's clunky, it's eye-catching, it's big.
More is better
bold.
In this case, just more is better.
What if you were to rock and work into it the pastels or maybe the black and white into the accessories? Like
I think black and white would look great, and I think the jewelry comes in a lot of silver and really dark brass this year. So I think just mixing it up, however you feel comfortable is the most important thing.
Pretty cool. All right, next up. Mesh fabric.
Mesh fabric. This can be tricky, and I saw it a lot on the runways this past spring. It's done in so many different ways, and it's probably not an office look, but more of a night look.
I was going to say, I don't think I could pull this off.
Yeah, and for this area, it might be a little tricky, but I think you can do it in little sets. I think like a great T-shirt with a mesh sleeve is great, or even like the look number 1, maybe a full shirt underneath versus a bandeau.
Well, and I've seen something like that too, where the back is fully meshed.
The back,
so you could see the outline of a back, but it's still covered up enough that it's appropriate.
Absolutely.
Maybe not for the workplace, but maybe for the beach or something like that.
Right.
Now, the last one for now, which I'm loving it, and I think it's due to Pharrell. The oversized hats, fedoras, that whole thing.
I saw this trend mainly as I would travel through the airports or just traveling. It's a great way to look put together, but to still be comfortable during your travels. But now I'm seeing it more and more on the runway, and I think Pharrell had a lot to do with it with his hat. That's made quite a statement, and now people are wearing it more and more every day for their everyday wardrobe.
And I hate to rain on the fashion parade, but I've got to say it's also good too. It's summertime. People don't want to get sunburned. It's a great way to stay safe and cool.
It is, and I think for the beach it's really important as well. You can just throw a great hat on and you look really put together and trendy.
Look cool, stay cool. It's great.
Right.
So those are the few of them, and we're going to reveal the top 5 a little bit later in the show, so stay tuned for that. And that also brings us to our question of the day. We want to know your summer style must-have. William says fresh white sneakers. Thoughts? Fresh white sneakers?
I like that.
All right. Jessica says a cute pair of flip-flops and a great pedicure. Not a bad idea, right?
No, that's great.
All right. See, you can share your comments with us on our Facebook page. You can send us a tweet at MassAppeal, or send an email, massappeal@wwlp.com. And later, we're back with fashion blogger Nolan Wells. Now we're going to talk the top 5 fashion must-haves. Earlier we talked 6 through 10. You can go to our website later to get all those. But number 5, polished short suits. What does that mean?
So short suits is like the female tuxedo for summer. So it's really polished, it's really tight, it's great shorts, a great blazer, really tailored. And I think it's just a statement piece this summer. And it's also so comfortable in the heat. So I think a lot of people can pull it off in so many different ways.
It looks great.
Yeah, it looks just really effortless, really comfortable. And just something you can just put on really quick in the morning and look really polished and
Now, when I was going over these tips during the commercial, I thought you were talking about men when you were addressing this point. I'm glad, because I was nervous about how I would pull off a short fitted suit. Next up on the list. Yeah, it wouldn't work out for me. Next up, we have both cropped denim and shredded denim. What is that?
Denim is a huge trend right now, both cropped and shredded. The cropped looks great if you're going to a less formal event or a date, you want to throw in a blazer.
And this is cropped.
Yeah. And for a female with a great pair of heels, it's a great way to show off the shoes. And then shredded is just really comfortable. I wouldn't wear it to the office or anywhere, like an event-wise, but to go out, a Saturday out, it's just a great statement piece, and I think it's really affordable. And if you can't afford a pair, you can just reuse a pair of denim and make them yourself.
That's true. You can scratch it up a little bit or head to the back of your closet.
Yes, exactly.
Next up, we have a white pair of pumps.
White pair of pumps. This kind of goes with the black and white trend. I've seen it a lot this year, and it's a really bold statement piece. I think it looks really clean and fresh, and you can do it in so many ways. And if a pump isn't your style, a smaller heel or even a sandal would look great as well.
You know what it is? It looks really classic. It looks almost like ancient Roman or Greek to me.
Exactly.
I mean, and I know that there's the new styles melded into them, but it really looks like it's a classic look.
It is.
Next up, we have tailored suits and cropped trousers.
Yes, for men, my biggest pet peeve is see a great suit that isn't tailored properly. So if you're going to do anything this summer for your wardrobe as a male, I would get your suit and your pants tailored.
That's the thing, because you can have the nicest, most expensive suit going.
Absolutely.
But if it's not tailored, it looks like you just bought it right off the rack.
Yeah, just take a little bit of time and go to a tailor that you work with comfortably, and just get it fitted, and it's really a statement piece.
It's almost like when you're setting up your budget to buy that suit, an extra $100 for the tailoring. Go a little bit less high end on the suit, but spend the money to make it fit you really well.
Always get it tailored. I think that's, if you're going to do one thing for your suit, it's to get a good tailor.
And it goes with the shirt too. You want to get the whole look tailored to make sure that you look as good as you can.
Absolutely.
And here we go. Number one, what we've been waiting for all show long. Statement shades for the summer.
Shades are always so important.
Yeah.
You can, not even get dressed in the morning and have a great pair of shades.
Ooh,
and
those are some statement shades.
Absolutely. You will be in trend this year. I think it's really clean, and what's important is to take the time to find a frame that fits your face and a great color as well. I think frame and color together is just a statement. It's really bold and perfect.
I think that's the trickiest part when people are out there shopping, because you see, the models wearing these glasses, you see, the celebrities wearing them.
Right.
But sometimes, like for me, I can't fit glasses well on my face.
Right.
So you need to take the time to figure out A, what works for you,
Absolutely.
and then B, you want to make a statement with those shades.
Right. Take the time, go to a local sunglass boutique, and just take a few minutes to try on a bunch of different, shades and colors and see what fits you right.
But be bold.
Be bold.
Why
always.
not?
Absolutely.
It's summertime. Summertime's the time to be bold.
Yes, it is.
It's a pleasure having you here,
Thanks for having
Nolan.
me back.
And if you want a complete list of these fashion must-haves, just head to our website later today. Now, earlier in the show, we were asking